Hello everyone, my name is Lexi Hewer, and today I'm going to be presenting on the direwolf, Canis dirus, and this is a megafauna species from the Pleistocene era, so it does no longer exist today. It is extinct, so you can't go out and find it, but it is an interesting species to talk about. So the order is Carnivora, the family is Canidae, the genus is Canis, and the species is Canis dirus. So let's get started. So I'm going to begin by talking about the physical description of Canis dirus. And so just keep in mind that the outside morphology, for example, the pelage color, is a representation of what it might have looked like based on scientific evidence. So Canis dirus had a similar body proportion to the modern North American wolves. The pelage color is estimated to have ranged from a pale brown to a dark gray or black. They were estimated to be around 3 feet tall and almost 6 feet long, and their average weight was roughly between 130 and 150 pounds. They had a massive skull, which has been well preserved, and they have large canines, which is indicative of a carnivorous existence. And so this photo is a representation of what Canis dirus might have looked like. So how can you tell the difference between a dire wolf versus the northwestern wolf? And so overall, the skeletons are very similar with only a few minor differences. And so Canis dirus has a larger skull. Canis dirus also has longer limbs, including the femur, the humerus, and the radius. Additionally, the baculum, or the penis bone, has been found to be around 40% larger in Canis dirus than in Canis lupus. And it's difficult to tell the differences in soft tissue due to lack of fossil preservation, so the main distinctions between these two species are with their skeletons. So the geographic range of Canis dirus is pretty extensive. Their fossils have been found across North America, which is the Nearctic, and so this is a photo of the United States, and the states that are grayed in are states that have found Canis dirus. Additionally, fossils have been found in South America, so the Neotropic, and in Eastern Asia, the Palearctic, where a single mandible was found, so not nearly as extensive as in the Nearctic and Neotropic. Many of the Canis dirus fossils in California have been found in the Rancho La Brea tar pits near Los Angeles, and around 200,000 specimens have been found, and these specimens are very well preserved due to being in the tar. So the dates of existence for Canis dirus. They are estimated to have lived during the late Pleistocene to the early Holocene epochs, around 125,000 years ago to 9,500 years ago. And the species was named in 1858, 4 years later than its initial discovery. And again, the largest fossil collections have come from the Rancho La Brea tar pits in California. So now I'm going to talk about the habitat of Canis dirus. So due to their extensive range, they have been found in a broad range of habitats, which include the plains, grasslands, forested areas, the arid savanna, and the steppes of Eastern Asia. Their elevation ranges from sea level to approximately 7,400 feet. And they primarily were found in open lowlands and lower latitudes of North America. So the diet of the dire wolf, again, because we can't actually see this species now, scientists use isotope analysis to infer the diet of this prehistoric species. So that analysis has come to the conclusion that their prey consisted of camels, bison, pronghorn, horse, ground sloth, mammoth, and mastodon. So as you can see, they specialized in hunting large prey. Social groups. So Canis dirus lived and hunted in complex social groups called packs, similar to modern wolves. Pack hunting enabled them to catch larger prey, and also they were able to guard it from other scavengers, which has been reinforced by isotope analysis. And fossils of direwolves are grouped together in tar pits, which kind of shows that they did live in these social groups. And this is interpreted as the groups were scavenging together when inevitably they got stuck in the tar. And so reproduction is really interesting in the Canis dirus. So males and females had low sexual dimorphism, which means that they looked relatively the same. And this is a sign of monogamous pairs. And with monogamy, you have low competition between males for female. And this creates greater peace in a pack, which is helpful for protection and hunting large prey together. And this is unlike modern wolves, where there is a single alpha pair who solely mate in the pack. And extinction. So Canis dirus went extinct approximately 10,000 years ago, and this is mainly interpreted as a lack of flexibility to adapt to climate changes. And as their large prey disappeared, so did the direwolves, and this is because they specialized in hunting this large prey, and they weren't able to adapt to hunting smaller prey. And there is new evidence promoting the debate about where Canis dirus fits into the phylogenetic timeline. And so a study in 2021 in January, so just a few months ago, has come out that Canis dirus is not related to modern wolves at all. They say that this is an example of convergent evolution, where there is separate lineages from the Eurasian wolves. And if this is accepted into the scientific community, there will need to be a new genus of Canis dirus. So they will not be in the genus Canis anymore, but they have yet to further develop a new genus name. And so lastly, here are some sources if you wanted to learn more about Canis dirus. The last source on the bulletin list is the scientific article talking about the genus Canis. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something.